Hello, future audiences. All right, this is just some first observations into the backyard. Of course, this is a mess. There's something going on with the leak there. I suspect it has to do with the water going under the driveway. But yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I think that's just the neighbors. Yeah, lots of weeds. Hasn't been cut since the day we viewed it when they listed on the market. I think that has to do with the shed, but buried underground power maybe, but we'll figure out. Maybe irrigation. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was. Something exploded, but we'll deal with it. I have no idea whether this works. Those look like incandescent bulbs. So yeah, that's a CF. So yeah, I got to knock down these weeds. That thing's not level. I was on the inspection report. This tree is getting a little bit too close to the house. Not an immediate danger, but a problem to be dealt with. I nipped off a few branches just so I could start seeing here. This rain barrel's empty. Yeah, I think it was meant to go into there, but nobody ever put like a hose tap on it. So I think that's the first step, so the water goes somewhere. Yeah, this is all poking out. I had to cut all the branches so I can even see. Yeah, this is a decent tree. Yeah, this is some sort of berry tree that's right next to the house. Yeah, it looks like a mountain ash, but yeah, that's way too close to the foundation in a spot where there's problems. So not ideal. This rain barrel totally full. So, and then yeah, like I gotta drain it to even put the tap into it. But yeah, I don't think these are gonna last forever here. So, but yeah, I gotta solve it just so it stops damaging the house. That would be the first step. Yeah, this of course is really poking out. This needs to be severely pruned back, if not eliminated. Yeah, these, I don't know what these are called. I know we got one in Smoky Lake by the in the shady part by the green shed, and that it got choked out, so it didn't get as big as these. These are pretty substantial. They're kind of screenings, so but they do take up a lot of space. Those three, and yeah, this is kind of a bit of an alleyway. We need to open this up a little bit. This tree, it's got some flowers. It's taking up a lot of space. Yeah, and it's getting kind of tall. So yeah, I gotta question whether that's nice or just annoying and get rid of it. And yeah, there's weeds and interesting plants, but yeah, some of these, I don't know. We've just started the tour. Just moments ago, I noticed that this was an apple fruit tree. I didn't know that, so we bought a substantial apple tree, which is nice. Yeah, it looks like you get some pretty good sun. So, yeah, I have crab apples. Yeah, these look like they're good crab apples. Probably not getting that much bigger than that. Okay, this looks like a maple. Definitely could be pruned back. There's some stuff back here. Yeah, I mean, there's just like a rodent den of some sort, maybe. So, more stuff. Yeah, there's space back here. There's some ancient birds nests. Yeah, the neighbor's got a little bit of a, what is that? Is that a cedar? Yeah, that's a cedar. And yeah, just random trees that probably weren't even intentional back there. Yeah, I don't know if this is the same one as those, if that's counts as a maple. The leaves look a little bit different because they kind of look like the same as those trees. Kind of looks like the same as that one. So I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Moving on. Yeah, interesting perennial. Yeah, lots of scraggly stuff. One of these, of course, we got a big one of these in the front yard in Smoky Lake. Um, so that's not my favorite type of tree. The kids kind of like it, but yeah, they could easily, if it grows as big as the one in Smoky Lake, it'll take up this whole area. Although it's not quite in the sun in the same way. And yeah, this is all just kind of choked off, so that needs some serious intention. And yeah, like there's a tree down there. It looks like they got totally choked out, or just didn't get enough water, or whatever the issue is. That would be a nice little cute cone tree. I think it's a little too big. I have to get the wife's opinion on that, or maybe punt on that for a while. But yeah, this isn't the most gorgeous thing in the world, and it looks like it's a wee bit overgrown from ideal cute size. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, like this all here, as great as it is to have stuff in, I think most, if not all of that, could probably just go, just to kind of reset things. This looks like some flowers that are about to bloom. I guess we'll have to see what the heck those are. But yeah, they look like they could be cool flowers, so we'll see. Let's see this. Yeah, this is the, oh geez, what are these called? I know yeah, they got fruit of some sort, but yeah, the purple leaves. To see how that fruit develops. Yeah. Oh, there's a bee making love to that flower. Enjoy, bee. Oh yeah, okay, so here's another one of these needly pines. It's growing a bit different. It's growing pretty high to the sky. Maybe it's a slightly different variety. But yeah, like all of this, as nice as this probably was at some point, I'm not sure, like, that's of course not long for this world. So yeah, it looks like a spruce of some sort, so I think we got to lose that and that one too. Yeah, man, this backyard's gonna open up once we clear this out. You know, one of the things that's really nice is this green space right now, but it's kind of redundant. It makes a nice private area, so some of this greening is redundant. So yeah, I don't know. This it almost could fool you into thinking it's a sandbox or something, but I think it's just a raised planter for yeah, there's probably some reason why they built that, but maybe I think it's just got to go, because yeah, the use is not obvious, and yeah, it's taking up space. This, yeah, there's some berries or fruit of some sort on that. Yeah, I guess I haven't seen any like Saskatoon. Oh yeah, so these could be cherries. I think there's cherry trees that have the leaves like that. So yeah, maybe these turn out to be cherries. Of course, by the time anyone watches this, they'll know the answer, and I'll sound ignorant, which I am. I'm not much of a gardener, to be frank. But I got to raise my game, it seems. Yeah, there's a metal stick long past its use, holding that tree up. And then yeah, I guess cherries also. Cherries of some sort, maybe. We'll find out whether that's not a terrible spot for such a tree. It's not really squishing up against the house yet. And I mean, you could chop some of these off too, and it would be just fine. And yeah, like of course all this needs to be weed whacked. And then yeah, here like this kind of breaks the flow of the walk, although it's not totally offensive. And yeah, I have no idea what the heck kind of tree is that. It's something exotic. And then yeah, that's way too close to the house, so sorry. These vines appear to have been alive at some point. They are no longer alive. We can talk about the stuff here on the side. Eventually, oh, I guess lockbox wasn't taken. So, oh, I guess the seller's probably gotta bring that. So what do we got here? So I don't know if this is is there some sort of fruit? I don't know. Doesn't. It's purple. But yeah, like it's just like a big rat's nest. So um, as lovely as it may have been, I don't know if it'd be best to wait till fall. So there's a chance that it grows. But yeah, like this kind of thing. There's two different varieties, looks like. But yeah, it's definitely overgrown and a big ass thistle. And yeah, thistles here. So something's got to be done. I'm not sure. This spruce, I mean, it's kind of part of the front presentation of the house, and it's not the most interesting tree in the world. So this might be a candidate to consider just getting rid of. This looks like fireweed to me. I don't know, maybe there's a specific type, but you know, just a northerner. So it's probably something. Yeah, and there's some flowers here that look like they're about to pop. So I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, this looks like a small version of the spire poplars. Yeah, there might have been a couple planted here. Not the most interesting tree in the world. And yeah, there's these gorgeous flowers. August really loves them. There's more to pop. So yeah, a couple weeks ago in the viewing or whatever, this all kind of looked like a ratty mess. But now that I see that there's some exotic stuff here, I'm not too low on it. These purple and white ones, we have some of those in Smoky Lake, of course. These are definitely smaller. It's a different variety. Yeah, these yellow ones, don't know what to think about that. And then yeah, this is a mountain ashberry, half dead. There's something going on with it, and you can see in the Google Street View it is not progressing so nicely. So I might have to just cut losses here and transform this back to, at least in this front part anyway, like some of this stuff looks like it's not the most, like of course the pink ones are, I'd be ashamed to cut that out. But yeah, some of these I'm just not sure. And then yeah, I don't know if these turn into fruit later, and I don't even know if that's like, that kind of looks like stuff I know to be like a weed. What is it, the gooseberry, or I don't know, there's some noxious weed that has white little flowers like that. So I don't know, I'd have a hard time believing the mayor did that, but if that is a weed, but we'll see. And yeah, like little BS stuff like that, I don't know what to think. And then yeah, on the right of way, good to see that somebody cuts this. The rhubarb is guarded. I guess that's the mayor's rhubarb on the right of way. So I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, look like spire poplars. I don't know if that's by intention, but yeah, like just this fence just looks like garbage, right? And it's the front presentation of the house. So to have little BS things like that growing, I think got to be reconsidered. And yeah, I don't know, it kind of looks like they did some Roundup spray here, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's true, but who knows. And yeah, like, oh, there's landscaping fabric, so maybe that's part of it. There's landscaping fabric. Yeah, actually that's exactly what it looks like. It wasn't Roundup, it was just landscaping fabric. So yeah, I don't know, kind of looks like the previous homeowners were taking care of this, so I guess it's my responsibility now. Yeah, so there's some sort of drainage point here. Big ass spire poplar. Not too bad, but it's kind of probably near death. So might be one to keep. Yeah, so this big, whatever the heck cedar looking thing, looks like some sort of coastal cedar or something. But yeah, the roots are too close to the house. And yeah, this thing looks like it's growing like gangbusters. And yeah, obviously planted by the homeowner on the right of way. So it's kind of a problem, and it's kind of my problem. So I think I'm going to talk to the city about that one. I was noticing when I was here yesterday is that it looks like a French drain is buried and empties directly into the creek somewhere here. I was hearing some gurgling noises, but where exactly that is, I will still have to locate. But yeah, I think it's some of the French drain. They just, back in 2004 or 5 or whatever, they just buried it and made it go right into there. Asked for forgiveness rather than permission. So now it's my problem. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what to do with that. And yeah, of course, the French drain needs to be cleared, kept clear over time. So yeah, a little wee bit of landscaping work to figure that out. All right, a spire poplar, humongous and dead. So, and it's on the town land, city land, I mean. So I got to talk to the city, figure out how to approach that. And yeah, like there's this kind of BS, a smaller version of it. Somebody's arborist is going to have to deal with it. If not the city, probably it makes sense to do them both at the same time, because yeah, that one there is a big problem. And then yeah, it looked like with the fence there's vehicular access at one point, but clearly all of this has grown since then. This is also a bit of a haven for mosquitoes, I would imagine. So while natural, yeah, I don't know. I mean, made for vehicular access. To get a vehicle, you'd have to go this way, which you'd have to, of course, cut some of this, unless if you got the cool guy Jeep, which I kind of do. But yeah, the trees are certainly preventing it. But yeah, there's a little creek down there. So yeah, anyways, 18 minutes. These will hopefully be interesting once we've got this improved. But yeah, just seeing it all, it is a lot of work. This is kind of Signal House 2.0. So anyway, peace out.